Good evening and welcome to a brand new video. It's currently 6:17 here in Hawaii. First day waking up in Hawaii. I traveled in yesterday, as I'm sure you saw in my previous video. So that makes it Sunday, December 5th. I woke up today and what I did was I used today to get organized, to sleep in a little bit, to get some rest, to orient myself with the area, do some exploring, and also go for a little drive. Just wanted to overall get a feel for the area, get a sense of what's going on around here, and then I can strategically plan some epic videos for all of you. Now, so far the weather has not been too great here in Hawaii, and looking at the weather app on my phone, it's not looking like it's gonna be very nice pretty much at all this week. Maybe a little bit nicer towards the end of the week, but hey, we're still gonna make the most out of it. We're gonna do some crazy things out here in Hawaii. You can count on that. But even though it's been rainy and it's probably gonna rain for the next couple of days, I was still able to get outside, walk to get breakfast, walk up and down Waikiki Beach, go for a nice little drive. So I did grab some footage of that drive. Now I hope those clips came out okay. It was raining. I was trying to work the windshield wipers in between trying to capture some footage, in between trying to capture the footage of the cool mountains, but it was pretty cloudy and it was raining and the windshield wipers were going, so I'm not gonna know how good that footage is until I sit down to edit it, but hopefully I captured some of the scenic drive. It was nice to just get myself organized this morning and get myself oriented to the area. So I'm staying here in the Courtyard Marriott Waikiki Beach for the next 3 nights. So I had last night, I have tonight here, and then I have tomorrow night here in the Courtyard Marriott Waikiki Beach. Not a bad location. I'll show you what we're working with in just a second, but it's also important to note that I extended my trip 3 extra nights. So I booked the full service Marriott on the beach, on Waikiki Beach. So some of the videos, we're gonna see this room here, the Courtyard Marriott, and then we're gonna be moving on over. We're gonna be upgrading, stepping on up to the full service Marriott Waikiki Beach. So since I'm going to be living out of a suitcase for pretty much the entire month of December, if you watch all of my videos, you'll know why. If not, what's the matter with you, bro? You need to check out more of my videos, please. Get on that. Since I'm going to be living out of a suitcase for the entire month of December, let me show you what we're working with here in the first part of this stay out in Hawaii. So first things first, when you walk in the door, I'm noticing that it's pretty tight quarters here. It kind of reminds me of a New York hotel room where everything's just jammed on top of each other. They try to get as many people in here as possible. The room itself feels a little condensed, feels a little tight, but as soon as you walk in, got a nice little kitchenette immediately to the right. Well, not really a kitchenette, just a sink, a coffee maker, a microwave, a mini fridge, so not too bad there. And immediately after this little half kitchenette type thing, you walk into the bathroom. The bathroom, again, tight quarters here. Just a toilet, a shower, a sink, you know, the essentials, don't mind my stuff all sprawled out there. The shower itself, very, very tight here. It's absolutely tiny, but hey, we could shower. It gets the job done. You step on out of this lovely tight quarter bathroom here, and you walk in to where the magic happens, the master suite. So we got a nice king size bed here. We do have a nice balcony out there. Not much to see out there. It's pretty dark, pretty rainy. Got a nice little desk over here where I'm gonna be getting some work done. Got the stuff sprawled out. Got the business attire hanging up. Pretty standard hotel room here. Really can't complain. It is a little tight, but we're gonna be upgraded on up to the full service Marriott Waikiki Beach in just a couple of nights. And we're gonna be shooting some epic vlogs pretty much every single day out here and going on some cool adventures. So I'm actually gonna show you the balcony. Not sure if you're gonna be able to see anything, and there's not really that much to see. This hotel is not quite on the beach. It's a couple blocks up. Cool little balcony here nonetheless. We at least got some cool palm trees. That's definitely new. No palm trees back in Boston. And it might not be a bad location to have some coffee each morning. Speaking of coffee, everywhere you go here in Hawaii, the coffee is phenomenal. So when I was out and about today, just walking around, getting organized, getting oriented to the area, seeing what's good with Hawaii, I did go to a place for breakfast. That place was called the Heavenly Island Lifestyle. It was a delicious place, farm to table type brunch place. Excellent coffee, of course. They sat me at the bar and I was sitting next to another gentleman, maybe somewhere in his 30s if I had to guess. But we got to talking about points, we got to talking about travel. He travels all over the place. Long story short, sign up for your hotel points, your air miles, your frequent flyer accounts. Find the credit cards that work best for you to stockpile travel points based on where you like to stay, what types of hotels you like to stay in, what airline you like to fly with, and what type of purchases you typically find yourself making. Because it does add up pretty quickly and you can find yourself doing some amazing things out there on the road, exploring and enjoying this beautiful earth and this beautiful planet that we live on if you are strategic with your points, with your credit cards, and with your purchases. It also was a great reminder of why I love travel so much. Just going out there, just sitting myself down at a local spot, a local brunch place, a local diner, a local coffee shop, something similar in nature, just sitting down there, just trying to be present, just taking it all in, just realizing the way of life in the current area that I'm in. I could be in the middle of nowhere, the middle of the country, somewhere in the Midwest, and do a similar thing, sit down in a random diner, just witness the way of life in that area, in that establishment, in that small little town. Same rules apply when I'm out here in Hawaii. I went to that brunch spot. I sat down at the bar. I sat next to that gentleman in his 30s. We had a good conversation about travel, about hotel points, air miles, all that good jazz. But I was able to just take in the way of life. I was getting adjusted to the time zone change. That was a weird feeling waking up and it being 5-hour time difference from the East Coast. But I was getting all caffeinated. I was allowing myself to be present. I was enjoying some good food, but it was just an excellent reminder of why I love doing what I do so much. And with this YouTube channel, I feel like I do some pretty cool shit all over the place. I've been to 45 out of the 50 states now. I have been to a few other countries, not many, but a few. More other countries than I otherwise would have gone to if I had not been employed by this current company. The point is, I feel like I do some pretty cool stuff, staying on top of my fitness lifestyle all over the globe, literally all over the globe, even in Hawaii. But I feel like I am in a unique niche, and I have been really motivated lately. When I do pick up the camera, my primary goal is to try to capture the moment in the exact manner that allows me to enjoy what I'm doing so much. So when I first walk into a place, when I first walk down the street at Waikiki Beach, what am I drawn to? What do I find myself taking in? What exact element of the environment am I focused on? That's my goal when picking up the camera. Easier said than done. There is a huge learning curve, obviously, but again, I feel like I'm in a unique niche, a unique scenario, and in my unique scenario, traveling all over the place, I do find myself enjoying some cool moments, some cool atmospheres, and of course getting after it no matter where we are. So my goal is to try to document that as best as possible and just get better each and every time. So I don't know if that actually made sense, but what I'm trying to say is that if someone could film my life, if someone was filming my life, then I think it would be epic. I feel as though I'm in a unique scenario. All this traveling 70 to 80% of the time for my 9 to 5, hitting gyms all over the country, doing everything that I can do to stay on track, yet also enjoy myself when I'm in a place like Hawaii. But I feel like I'm in a very unique scenario with this, and I'm really proud of it. It makes me happy. I do it for me. I do it because that's what I want to do. That's what I enjoy. That's what makes me happy when I'm on the road. Taking in the scenery, witnessing the way of life no matter where I am. I think that happiness is a choice. You can choose to be miserable when you're in the middle of nowhere. You can choose to be happy when you're in the middle of nowhere. Same rules apply in Hawaii, although it's pretty hard to feel miserable when you're out here. It is truly a beautiful and amazing place, but you have the choice. It's your choice. You can make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. If anyone knows where that comes from, please comment down below. I'm not sure if many of you are gonna know that. If you went to my elementary school, I think it was my elementary school, maybe my middle school, they used to say that. Comment down below if that sounds familiar to you, but it's true. You have the choice. And again, I'm doing what I love to do. I'm doing it for me. I think it's pretty cool to go out here and to travel all over the place. Stay on top of some fitness, yes, but also enjoy myself, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the setting, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the people, enjoy the place, enjoy the restaurants, enjoy everything that there is to offer when you're hitting the road and traveling all over the globe. So I just got back from the Aloha Steakhouse. Pretty damn good, but it did get pretty late pretty quick. That seems to be a consistent theme in some of these videos, and the 22-hour travel day yesterday really catching up to me. I do have work obligations first thing in the morning. Speaking of long travel days, a couple quick tips that I have for all of you is to exercise patience. There's going to be a number of things that are just completely outside of your control when you travel, and if you get yourself worked up, if you get yourself stressed out, not gonna fix your problem. I promise you that. So exercise patience, extreme patience. Take a few deep breaths. Just let it be as it is. It is what it is when things go wrong on the road. You can't control most things out there. You're at the mercy of the airlines, the pilots, the flight crews, the planes, maintenance issues, timing, security, other people and their nonsense. You just can't control some of these things. So exercise patience. It will pay off. Speaking of paying off, I was originally supposed to be on a flight through LA, and it wasn't going to be a very long layover in LA, but the first leg from Boston to LA, that flight got so delayed that it was going to cause me to miss my connecting flight in LA. So the Delta app automatically rebooked me through Seattle. I got to Seattle, 4-hour layover, out of my control. But to my pleasant surprise, I received an email saying that they deposited 5,000 extra bonus miles into my frequent flyer account. So definitely a huge perk there, but there's even more. On the next flight from Seattle to Honolulu, the entertainment system went down for about 2.5, 3 hours of that flight, and they deposited 15,000 points into my account. So when it was all said and done, I gained about 20,000 bonus points flying out here to Hawaii because of things that I could not control. And you know what? I didn't really stress about it whatsoever. It was just another day in the office for me. I travel all the time, these things happen. But for the new folks traveling, for anyone looking to become a better traveler, just take a few deep breaths. Just realize that there's going to be plenty of things that you cannot control, and get linked up with those frequent flyer accounts, those hotel accounts, those rental car accounts, because stockpiling those points really does pay off, and you never know when they're just going to throw a bone your way and deposit some extra points into your account. Enough said out of me. I got to get some work done. I got to get to bed. If you enjoyed this video, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see each and every one of you in the very next video.